Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of this little mini series from Johanna Basford's, I can't turn the book over, there we go, Small Victories, and I've chosen this page of spherical designs just because I really like them. We're going to be doing this one in this video, and if you haven't seen this one you can catch up, it should be available for you to watch. This one is more leafy, I guess. Whoops, we can't come in that close. There we go. So we won't be able to see it all. Now, I was really attracted to these little spherical designs, so I thought I would just colour them first and colour them with you. So that's rather fun. Now, I'm looking at this one thinking we have these little bell type flowers and then we have lots of leaves. I quite think it's easiest to do the bell type flowers all in the same colour. Not the whole flower in the same colour, but each flower the same. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Let's just get going. Polychromos, cobalt, turquoise. I'm using Polychromos for the whole of this page. What I'm going to do with these is make it quite intense here and then start to fade my colour down towards the base of the bell and then almost completely fade it away. And we're going to use a second colour to finish off the base there. Okay, so that is what I meant by, and I'm going to do each one of these bells in the same colours as each other, but there'll be 2 colours on each one. I'm still sounding very complicated. I don't know what's going on with my brain this afternoon. The sun's shining, that's confused me. I'm also trying to do several things at once, which never helps. I'm trying to get some towels dry, that's really exciting. So I'm keeping an ear out for the dryer. I am trying to remember to stay quiet when I'm not in this room because my son is doing a live stream. Unfortunately, he's doing a live stream. My husband's watching a film on his on iPlayer. My son is watching a YouTube video and I'm trying to upload 4 videos to YouTube, and one of them is my flip through of this book which I made this morning, and I wanted to premiere it for you all quite quickly, but it's not going to upload and process in time unfortunately because the internet, I don't know if it's just the internet's in demand. My son said the internet was playing it. I heard him when he was streaming, he was saying something wasn't very good, so I think the internet is playing up a little bit. It's slow because everyone's using it, and so my video is going to have to premiere a bit later than my original plan, but it'll be fine. I want to make it premiere because I think it's fun. I can be there to chat to everyone. Of course it's too late now because this video is going out after, but I'm hoping to do a few more premieres soon, but it's just fitting it all in. I'm finding things busy at the minute. I don't like being busy. I really loathe it actually, and I loathe being that person who's got no time to do everything. I want to be that person who is relaxed and chilled, but it's just life at the minute. But luckily this afternoon I have got some time and I thought I would just indulge myself in my new book and yeah, make videos with you at the same time. It does feel like a privilege to have time to do this because I haven't, I've had to squeeze videos in, and yeah, it's not been good to not have time. Now I'm just having a look in my camera. I'm going to go back around some of them and just make these top bits a little bit more intense colour wise. I just want to really make sure that when I add my next colour that we'll be able to see the difference. That's quite good. I think we're nearly there. Now, I really like these designs from Johanna. They're a little bit different to anything she's done before, I think. I mean, they're obviously her style and things like that, but just having a symmetrical design, a nice small manageable size of circle to do, I think it's lovely. Now, where's my sharpener? I've grabbed my light cobalt turquoise to finish off. I'm just sharpening them. It, not them, it's just the one. Whoops! It's a little small. Whoops, so you can't see the whole name. But it is the light cobalt turquoise. And I'm just going to go in there and just add the smallest amount of colour to try to give a little bit of blue on the end, but just not too much. Just trying to mix it in with the other colour a little bit to blend it together. As I say, just a little bit of colour. I think these are like bluebells, which is why I've picked this colour. Now might seem odd, last one I started in the middle, and this one I've started on the outside. It's I just start where I feels right for me. So it can vary. Sometimes if I'm colouring a large page with lots of different things going on, like the one to the right here with the narwhal on, I might go back and forth and do all sorts of different things. So I might do every leaf and then every flower, and so I would be going back and forth all over the place, you know. I wouldn't necessarily, you know, I wouldn't start from the top down or the right or the left and move logically across. I would go all over the place. But with this sort of design, there's a bit more, it makes a bit more sense. You can more easily work out how to do it. There we go. Now we've got on each of these pairs of, or not pairs, some of them are singles, there's like a little stem or leaf. Now I feel this needs to be quite dark and slightly a bluish green, I feel, because we've got a blue. I think the bluish greens go well, so I'm just sharpening up my deep cobalt green. I think it will go really well. So here it is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, deep cobalt green. I thought I got the name wrong then. Couldn't read. And I'm just going to block this in. It's such a small space. Now, because of the way this curls, it would be lighter here and darker here. But there's just, for me, it just doesn't feel worth the effort of trying to do that. I'm just going to block it in. It's just a thin space. And you can just enjoy the process of just putting colour gently down on the page without worrying about, whoops, you can go out the lines though. Now, with each of these, I'm not going to do a background on any of them. Well, of course you could. You could make a circle background, or you could do a background across the whole page. I think that might, if it was a dark background across the whole page, I think that would take from the elements. I think it might just muddle it a little bit. But, you know, you could draw, as I say, a circle around each one, do a background. I was trying to think of a background for a different page that I looked at, because you know how it is, new book, you're looking at all the pages, and I thought that one particular page might be nice with a glitter pen background on each item. It's got, you know, small items. This is chrome oxide green fiery. It's not too much of a mouthful. And I'm going to use it dark there and lighter to the tip, like that. Really, it would actually make sense to maybe go the other way and make it lighter, darker on the tip, because we've got this quite dark green bit here. It might match better. It's too late now. And actually, it's a little bit difficult to see that there's much of a difference anyway. So each one might just look the same. I don't mind. The next one's a little bit bigger. These 4 larger leaves would do a little bit more with those. I know what we can do with those to make them all look a little bit like they're not just one colour. Well, they won't be just one colour, so that will help. I'm trying to think what day this video might be going out. I shouldn't think. Some people might have their books already. I got mine from Waterstones. I don't know when Amazon is shipping. I know sometimes Amazon can ship and get them you on time. Sometimes it's a bit slow. It also depends if you're Prime and get the free postage, or whether you pay for postage, or whether you just decided to go with standard postage, which is cheaper but takes longer. I'm going to use the phthalo greens for the next leaf, so I'm going to start with the dark and work through to the light. I think I'm going to use the dark on the tips just so it's a little bit different. So I'm just sharpening it. So as I say, this is the dark phthalo green. I'm going to use it on the tips of each leaf. So my plan is to try and get the most intense colour right into that tip, and then almost immediately start fading it down the leaf like that. Okay. So really dark into that tip, and then less as we fade down. There we go. Yeah, it seems like both my boys are having a day off from their uni work today, which is good because it means I can get on and do some videos without worrying about having to check that they're concentrating or see if they need any help. Which makes me feel like I'm having a day off as well. It's nice. This is the phthalo green. I'm not going to go right into the tip, just in the area where I started to fade, and then try and fade it down even more, leave some space at the bottom for the light phthalo green. I'm sure you've guessed what I was going to use at the bottom anyway. I'm liking this paper. It's the same paper that we had for Rooms of Wonder, which I also liked. I know some people were struggling with some of Johanna's paper, but I think us in the UK get a little bit spoilt. I think we get the best paper. Okay, light phthalo green. Oops, there it is. There we go. So the idea is just to overlap the previous colour just a little bit, and then to bring it in. Okay. And the same for all of them. Now on my last picture I did a little bit of white gel pen, but I don't think this one needs it. So I'm not going to, I'm just going to brush it off. I'm going to leave it like that. I think its simplicity is rather attractive, to be honest. It sounds a bit big-headed, but there we go. But Johanna's drawn it simply and I've coloured it simply. So there is that next one done already. So yes, that didn't take very long at all. So as Johanna said, some of them will only take 10 minutes, which is nice if you haven't got much time for colouring. But there's that one. I'll be back tomorrow. I think the others are a little more complex. They might take a little bit longer, but I think that's the simplest one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, like and comment. It does mean a lot. Thank you to those that already do. Hoping that you have a really super day and happy colouring.